Okay, welcome back, everybody. Father Miller here. Welcome to the Nerd Father. Happy to be doing our first Fans and Faith stream in 4 months.
Well, I don't know. It seemed longer to me. It seemed fantastic to be back. It's
It
absolutely fantastic.
is. It is. I've missed this.
I'm just trying to think, is there anything that you've really missed in terms of pop culture? Not really.
I made the mistake of watching the new Doctor Who on
Oh,
Easter, and
no, why? Why? That's
because I'm a
not really
sadist.
helped me.
Because I'm a sadist, I think. Is it sadist or masochist?
Well, it depends. If the masochist is when you hurt yourself.
Well, that would be part of it, and I can't say I enjoyed the new Doctor Who.
Well, how could you? How is it possible for anybody to say that? That's just beyond me.
Yeah. So, but no. So I'm coming to you from a new background. I'm in a new parish. I just came off sabbatical. It was awesome. Basically, I could say I was in Michigan for 3 months with the Sisters of Mercy, and I greatly enjoyed it.
Well, okay, back up. What are the Sisters of Mercy?
Okay, so the Sisters of Mercy are a religious order of nuns, sisters, that focus in healthcare ministry.
Yeah.
So, that's the beauty of religious life, where you have different religious orders of nuns and brothers. They focus in special areas of ministry. So these sisters are ones that work in healthcare.
No, very good. Okay. So do they learn healthcare when they become a nun, or do they are they nuns?
I think from what I got to getting to know them, there were some that were like in medical school before they entered religious life, so they would continue that,
Right.
and they would continue to practice it afterwards. So, as I was saying beforehand, I basically was diagnosed as being depressed. As I mentioned, I had 3 parishes, and it's not the parishes that made me depressed. It was just basically the isolation of being about 300 miles away from friends.
Yeah,
for four and
I
a
hear
half
it. I
years.
hear it. It's tough. Yeah, no,
It
absolutely.
is. It is. But I'm so grateful. I mean, the experience was awesome. So the bishop, after my health incident last year, as you remember, I had blood clots in the lungs.
Right.
I'm still on thinners for that. So that was kind of the thing that got the move, the
ball
whatever
rolling.
you want to say, the ball rolling, to get me. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say treatment or anything, but I mean it kind of got me. It was just such an awesome experience. So for those that are watching for the first time in months, I dropped 30
That's
pounds over the
everybody.
last 3 months.
But everybody's this for the first time. Me too.
Okay, so yeah, no, I dropped 30 pounds over the last few months. And it was just, again, such an awesome experience. The thought that I had when I first was told I was going on sabbatical was, there's always kind of like a stigma attached to those that go on leave, but no, this was awesome. I mean, the idea that you get to work on stuff that you've been doing with your whole life. It was awesome. It was such an awesome experience.
I had a very similar epiphany about, what was it, about 6 weeks ago. About no more than that. It's about two and a half months ago. But yeah, no, I had genuine mental illness. And you know what? Okay, we live in crazy times. Okay, we are living in insane times, and if you're completely under wraps, then that's not normal. I think it's just especially if you're a person of faith. I mean, no one's seen times like these for, I don't know, generations. More than that, they are really truly bizarre.
They are. So what's new with you?
What's new with me? Well, I'm off YouTube this week on my main channel because I got a copyright. Not copyright. I got a community strike for hate speech. Oh God, it's so annoying.
Oh no.
So there was a talk radio show discussing if it was appropriate for
Oh, I
Doctor
saw
Who.
that.
Yeah, to do so.
Doctor
I
Who.
played that on my on the video, and I commented on it, and they never give you details, but that was it. That was the thing. So I'm off for a week, and I'm on. It's good. I'm building up my backup channel and my Rumble. What I would really love, listen. If the good Lord is taking requests, like I'm just going to throw this out there. If you're going to smite anything, smite YouTube and Google, so we can all just go over to Rumble, right? Yeah, wouldn't that be fantastic? Rumble's
Gotta
great. If you earn
say
more money, you
hi
can
to
say whatever you
Ian.
want. Ian is
Ian,
here.
good to see you, Ian. We'll have to have you on the stream soon.
That is good.
So,
So,
yeah.
do you ever think new behind you and on your shelves?
Well, I'm still unpacking. So for those watching, I'm in a new parish now. The assignments came out today, so I am now the senior assistant at this parish that I'm at. I'm not going to dox myself.
Right.
But I'm also going to be returning to the classroom this fall, so I'm very excited about that.
So, what age kids are you going to be teaching?
High school.
Oh, very good, very good.
And I'm really hoping I can go to sophomores because sophomores is history.
Okay.
Church history.
Well, so are you like the homeschool teacher, the homeroom teacher, or are you you have
No,
subject?
no. So basically, what I think the way I understand it is I'll be teaching 2 classes a day, and if I get my way, and I hope I can, I'll
Right.
be teaching 10th graders, and the 10th grade subject in our diocese is church history.
Okay.
And I taught church history for 9 years before my previous assignment. So,
Who was it? What period? Like from the beginning? Like going how far back?
basically, we go back to the Old Testament.
Oh wow, that's a bit of history right there.
I'll just say, and the cat's here with me. She's gonna pop in real soon.
Yeah,
I just picked her up last week. But basically, what I do is I talk about the impact that Judaism, the Greeks, and the Romans have in setting the stage for modern history.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you, the oh hello, is a cat.
Yep, there she is.
How was it? How was he when he saw you again?
She hid under the bed for a day. So I've gone from having a whole house to myself to
Right.
having basically a little suite. So I have 2 rooms here. And I'm
Right.
fine with that. But
Honestly, it's pretty better.
the cat
Like
doesn't
when
seem to be
you're
fine.
alone in a big house, it's kind of depressing.
Yeah. So the cat basically, her hiding space is now under the bed.
Right. Cat sharks, as Darren M. Oh, so we did we have a cat when we last spoke? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right,
Oh yeah.
so
Bosco's been around for 9 years.
no. Did we? Did my family have a cat when we last spoke? I can't remember.
No, you had the dog.
We had the dog. Okay, so fine. It was about the time you went off air. Right, there was a blind kitten. Like it was like the most saddest
Oh,
thing
you
ever.
did mention the kitten. Yeah.
Right. And then like we tried to make a little house for him outside the house. We didn't want him inside the house. And then my daughter took him to the vet to get his shots, and the vet's like, "Oh my god, how is this thing alive? It's totally blind, right?" So he became an indoor cat, and now. So he's very good at. We call him Ninja because he's very good at like working out how to break into things and get down. Oftentimes he comes downstairs to my office. So if you hear him come in, he'll jump up on the comics over there and meow away.
So how does the cat get along with the dog?
Very well. They play together. It's so cute.
Oh,
It is just so cute. And the cat's very good. Like the dog's a little bit rougher, but the dog's a girl and the cat's a boy. So that kind of evens everything out. And the cat like can get into little places where the dog can't. When they're playing, the cat will be hiding somewhere, and then he'll leap out with a sneak attack. Or she likes playing with the dog's tail. It's they're really cute the way they play together. Oh, Bosco, it's nice to see you again. He's like, nah! He's mad at you.
Get me off.
That's what it is.
Get me
he's mad at you for going away. Okay, he'll forget about it, but he's mad at you.
I will say I'm extremely grateful to my vet. They house sat her for the 3 months that I was away.
Wow, wow.
So
Oh,
I'm really
biggest thing,
grateful to them.
thing that happened in fandom, I think, since you were gone, I can't think of anything better, was the 4K release of Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
I
Freaking awesome!
did not know that
Awesome
came
beyond
out.
awesome. Sorry.
I did not know that came out.
Well, yeah, I'm not a big 4K guy. I just did a review of it. I'm not a big 4K guy. I was like, I saw DVDs. I'm like, well, this is as good as anything can get. And then Blu-ray came out. I'm like, well, this is as good as anything gets. So when 4K came out, I'm like, forget it. Okay, I get it. It gets better. So I don't have a 4K player, but they brought it out on Paramount Plus, and I have a subscription to that. So I'm like, well, if I'm paying for it, I can watch it. So I illegally downloaded it because it's the only way for me to watch it. Okay. Star Trek: The Motion Picture is not anybody's favorite Star Trek movie. Okay, it's very, very, very different from it. They were very excited that doing movies and they wanted to be serious. So they're very, very, and also the Star Trek books of the at that time were kind of like the pulpy sci-fi, hard sci-fi stuff. So that's kind of what it's like. But man, does this thing look incredible! I mean, just incredible. There you go.
The book.
Was it who wrote it? Well, it's a well thumb one. It's Gene Roddenberry, but didn't anybody ghostwrite write it?
Based on the screenplay by Harold Livingston and a story by Alan Dean Foster.
Oh, okay, Alan Dean Foster. I knew I knew a name. I heard something before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go see the movie. I don't know if you heard of the movie Father Stew that just
I
came out.
really want to see it. It looks awesome, right?
I'm going to go see it this morning.
Very good, very good. There's a lot of like really morally sound entertainment coming out, right? Which is very strange. It's taken a long time, but there's been a reaction about what's going on. Daily Wire's putting 100 million into children's entertainment, and they have a lot of like entertainment going on now. Which they got a bunch. They got a superhero movie that I want to see. I got to subscribe to it.
And then I'm hoping to see Sonic this afternoon.
I haven't still seen the first one. Oh, I'm half hour into the Batman, like the new Batman movie.
How is that?
Awful. It's really bad. It's like the South Park parody of a emo superhero. It's just really bad.
So I got a show.
What's that?
2.0.
That's pretty impressive.
Sergeant Fury with Captain America.
When worlds collide. I mean, that's the perfect crossover.
Oh, but this one, I'm very proud of this one. I'm going to put this one on the full screen.
Lois Lane. Oh, yes, that's the last one I saw before you went. When she became black for 24 hours. I love that.
4.5 on that.
I don't understand the gradings.
It's basically out of 10. This one I'm very excited about. This is the one that came out a few years ago.
Right.
It's now signed by the author and the creator.
Oh, Jason is doing very well.
The thing that's amazing with this one ungraded is selling for a few hundred on eBay.
Right. Well, great.
This has basically a near mint condition one.
Yeah, 9.8 is hard to come by.
And it's signed. So my friend that works at the comic book store says that it's probably going to be worth $2,500 now.
Wow, it's impressive. It's about one of the early new comics that is worth anything, isn't it? It's like the new comics, and they just getting relentlessly awful. Is Superboy still going? Gay Superboy still being gay?
Surprisingly, I think it is.
Oh, and it doesn't matter that nobody's interested in it and nobody wants it, right? It just doesn't freaking matter. But I wanted to address Ian saying it's so slow. Yes, I agree with you, and it's dour, and there's like a lot of it that isn't great, but I don't know. It might just be a reaction against the current Star Trek, which I hate with every fiber.
The character Deckard did not age well.
Oh, you know what? I thought it was the best character in it.
Wait, but you know what happened to him, right?
Well, he ends up joining with Vija, and
No. In real life. What happened to him?
What happened to him?
That was I can't remember his name, but he was the He was the lead in the TV show over here called Seventh Heaven, where he was a pastor.
Oh, right, right,
But
right.
he admitted to basically abusing kids.
Well, I don't understand. How are there so many people doing that? Right? I don't understand. Like, I've
I,
never met anybody who I thought, oh yeah, they'll be into it, and it's just all the time. All the time, I don't get it. I do not get it at all. It's weird,
yeah.
weird times
So
to live in, and you know, like that. That was the fault line. Everything's gone on. So did you follow the anti grooming bill? Oh,
yeah, don't say gay. That's not in the bill.
don't say gay. Which they said we didn't. We didn't say anything of the kind, right? It's so I'm telling you. Look, I mean, from a Jewish point of view, from like the Jewish theological perspective, the end of the day, the coming of the Messianic era is essentially the death of Satan, right? And the withdrawing. I just see Satan's power being peaked and being dissipated away very, very quickly. Everybody who he was supporting and protecting, protection's falling apart. I think this is why I think Elon Musk buying Twitter is going to work out very, very, very well, right? Because I think this is part of God's plan. I think it's part of God's plan to make freedom of speech available again, right? And I just see so many things going down, like Netflix and Disney. Oh, Disney being skewered by Ron DeSantis. Fantastic. I mean,
I
absolutely
will
fantastic.
say, with Netflix, I did get to see while I was on leave the Adam Project.
That was good. I
I
like that.
liked it. I really liked it.
See, this is the thing about Netflix. They still have good things on there occasionally. I mean, they also have like really. Well, I don't know how they're going to do Umbrella Academy. I can't imagine I'm going to watch it.
Never
Like,
seen it.
well, the first season was very good, and second season, anything that didn't have, well, I can't say the person's original name, Elliot Page, even though they weren't Elliot Page at the time. We have a gay old time.
I will say I did preach about that recently, about how words take on new meanings over the course of time.
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah, apparently,
I did talk about Tolkien and C.S. Lewis.
yeah.
And some of the words they use I can't say on here because I'll get struck.
Right. Yeah. Here's why Twitter being bought by Elon Musk is such a big deal. Because let's say he makes it into a platform where people are allowed to talk again, right? And let's say it makes a gazillion dollars. It becomes the most successful of the social media or the tech giants, right? Then all the shareholders on the other ones are going to say, well, what are you doing? Right? Basically, Disney's about to be sued by the shareholders. They're like, well, what are you destroyed the value? Speaking of Disney and stupid decisions, did you see the Star Wars hotel?
I saw the video preview of it before they yanked it off a few months back.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's such a dumb idea. You can always
I am
tell.
not paying $6,500 to stay in the Star Wars hotel.
What, without a window?
I can go to Europe and have a really, really good time.
So many other things of value rather than that. I mean, okay, and look, as a married man, I want to say, if I'm spending $6,500 for a family vacation, I want a private room with my wife. Okay, I don't want to be sharing with my bloody kids, and I can't look out the window because it's like, what the hell?
I will say, I spent 9 days in Rome a few years back for less than $6,500. Nowhere near $6,500. I mean, 9 days in Rome.
Okay, the food is, I don't know about the non-kosher food. I'm assuming it's fantastic because the kosher food is the best food I have ever had. And one time my wife was coming back from the States and she had to have a layover. So she arranged to have it in Rome. She had a 12-hour layover in Rome. She went to one of the kosher restaurants there and she'd gotten to make them a fresh lasagna. Right. Ooh. And she double wrapped it and brought it on the plane with her, and we had it for dinner. It was fantastic. It was so good.
I mean, the thing that was amazing about going to Rome was I lost 12 pounds when I was in Rome. I
Because you
mean,
walk around so much.
you walk around. I mean,
yes, yeah,
regardless of all the gelato and pasta that I ate, I mean, I
right.
didn't eat healthy when I was there, and
The
I still
gelato,
dropped 12 pounds.
I honestly, I've never had anything that tastes as good as gelato. That
Oh, it's
blows
good.
my mind. If you never had it, okay, imagine an explosion of a flavor of like very, very traditional flavors in your mouth. Like if they give if you have a blueberry flavored one, it feels like blueberries are exploding. Ah, it's so good. It's so
Yeah,
freaking good.
I want to go back.
Yeah, I like gelato. But yeah, no, I lost weight when I was there too because I love being there. I love the yellow buildings. I just love walking, because it was just lovely. Everything about it was just fabulous.
Well, I
And I
mean,
definitely
9
felt that
days wasn't
anywhere else.
enough.
I'm sorry.
9 days was not enough.
Right. Yeah. And if next time you're in Italy, I really recommend going to Florence as well, which is even more beautiful. Right? If you can imagine, it's even more beautiful. The what's the name of the church? The Duma. I think it
I
is.
don't
There's a
know.
big cathedral. Oh man, it's so good. It's just beautiful, sumptuous.
I will say the one side trip I did make when I was there was down to Anzio because my grandfather fought there during the war. It was in the invasion of Italy. So not
Right.
only Anzio, but the town that's next to it is where the American cemetery is.
Oh, what
So
from the war?
in Nettuno, it's basically kind of like Italy's version of the Normandy graveyard.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So,
And
what's been? I mean, other than being in retreat, did you catch wind of much going on? You're on social media a little bit here and there. I saw.
I did follow social media, but I wasn't active on it. Kind of the idea of the retreat thing, but
All right.
yeah, I have not seen. This will be the first movie I will have seen in a few months today.
Yeah. Good choice. What else has come out this year? Let me think. I saw.
I
Well,
wanted to see
Spider Man was
Moonfall.
good. I think Spider Man was
Well, I
actually
saw
good.
Spider Man in the theater. I mean, that was
Yeah, me
before I
too.
left.
I'm so glad I didn't see Batman in the theater. Again, I'm so glad I'm watching it on TV. I could turn it off. It was just there was good bits about it. Like I liked how they made him into a detective, and he was like sleuthing. It was like the first half hour sleuthing stuff. But Robert Pattinson is just terrible casting. He just is. It's like he's not as bad as Jodie Whittaker, but like it's just long. I saw it was 3 hours long. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do 3 hours of this. It's a nightmare.
I had one night where I had to go to Detroit for part of my retreat thing, and I wasn't going to waste 3 hours watching that movie.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. Ian says, it's woke. Thank God, I didn't even get up to that part.
Well, what about Moonfall? I wanted to see that before it came out.
I haven't seen it. I'm just this movie industry is basically over. I honestly, you can mark the end of the era of Hollywood with Oscars this year. Did you see the Will Smith thing?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And
I
the
also had
one
to
thing
dig this one out. Have you seen The Room?
Yeah, much better though is the movie they made about it.
I enjoyed that one too. Yeah, The Disaster Artist.
Yeah, I
You
love
see,
that
the
movie.
thing that's neat is if you get the audiobook, it's read by the actor.
He doesn't turn down work. Tommy Wiseau. He does not turn down
No,
work.
no, not Tommy. It's the
The
Mark.
other guy.
Mark, who the book is based on.
Right. It's a great movie. I love The Disaster Artist.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Chad in Philly says Father Stew is worth a watch, not groundbreaking, but solid. Yeah.
I
It is
like
rated R for a reason.
I think the
There's
central message of seeing somebody struggle and like go through hell and be elevated by it is fantastic, right? It's
Well, I
absolutely
mean,
fantastic.
it's a conversion story from a guy that was agnostic to becoming Catholic because he wanted to date a girl and ended up becoming a priest.
Okay, and Mel Gibson is the one of the greatest living directors. Like, yeah, he's always delivers a solid movie. Braveheart was found. When he was in trouble in Hollywood with the anti-Semitism, which, listen, bygones be bygones. Let's move on. But he was gonna do a movie about the Maccabee revolution against the
Oh
Greeks.
yeah,
Basically the story. I'm like, okay, fine. That's fair enough. I think we can all agree that would be great.
yeah. Oh, I think I froze. Did I
No,
freeze or did you freeze?
I don't. It's not looking like I'm frozen to me. But what about you? Do you look like you're
Okay,
frozen?
no, I'm back. I'm back.
No, you're back.
So I think I have a stronger connection where I'm at now.
Right. Oh, I guess they're supposed to be putting fiber optics in here. They're supposed to have it in by February. If we get it in by February next year, I'll be amazed. Right, I'll be amazed. But again, sign of the coming messianic age if they do put it in. Clearly.
Oh, I'm getting texts because so as I was mentioning, the new assignments came out today, so I'm getting texts from friends.
Okay. Well, congratulating you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very good. Very
So
good.
I really am excited for this.
Well, I mean, this is the sort of thing you like the best, isn't it?
Well, you see, the thing that's nice about the assignment I'm in is I get to be a priest. I don't have
Right.
to worry about writing bills or meetings. I mean, I'm going to be doing marriage preps, which I haven't had one in a few years.
Well, where you were, there was like nobody of marriageable age, was there? I think was the issue.
Well, before I left my last assignment, I had my first marriage prep, my first true marriage prep. Um, I just started that first time in probably 6 years.
Okay, was it?
Okay, so
How
for
do you prepare
for
people
marriage
now?
prep in the church, basically it's based. They take what's called the focus test, facilitating open communications. I don't remember the whole term of
Mhm.
it, but it's kind of like it's a compatibility thing
Right.
to work out any issues, red flags, as we would say, that maybe the couples haven't talked about. Like,
The amazing thing is, oh, now I'm frozen. Can you hear me? Because it looks
yeah, I
like
can
to
hear
me.
you.
Okay, fine. The amazing thing is that it doesn't matter if the couples live together or not, right?
Well, we
Or
would
they
say
have.
it does.
It's exactly the same. It could have been together for 5 years, and they still have the same issues they haven't looked at.
Well, I mean, the thing that we understand now is that couples do live together before marriage. We would say that's a no-no, but we understand that it happens.
Right?
Um,
What are you gonna do?
well, we encourage them not to live together,
Well, listen,
mostly because,
my kids are gonna have a much better life than me, just in that the first person I think they will be intimate with will be their spouse, right?
yeah.
And it's like it makes your life qualitatively a lot better, right? It really
Well,
does. It makes
see,
your
and
love life
that's
much
the
better.
part of the reason we don't encourage people to live together before marriage is to, reduce the risk of doing stuff that you're not supposed to do before marriage.
Right. No, exactly. Although I have to say, my kids are in a sort of slightly different world than I became religious in. We have lots of different sects in Judaism. They don't do like matchmaker dating, right? They have like they date like normal people, but they hold hands and they kiss, but they don't really go further. So my son just started dating this girl. I love this girl. She's so nice. The longer that continues, the better for me. But the weird thing is, when they are dating, they could get married. They really could, and it could genuinely, genuinely happen, right? I really, really, yeah, maybe, probably not, but who knows? Who knows?
Hmm. Speaking of which, I found out my nephew, who I got to see when I was home. So, as it's not doxing. I grew up in Iowa. I went to Iowa for a few days before I came back to my assignment. Got to see my nephew, who's my godson, and
Right.
I guess he's getting close to maybe getting married. I don't know.
Very nice. How old is he?
21.
Yeah, very nice. Good age.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Chris Ant says, "Yeah, we living together seems
Oh,
to encourage
yes.
what? Yeah, exactly. Look. Men will take whatever they can get. Okay, that's just the basic truth, right? And look, it's hardwired into us to be that, right? Which is basically why we have religion to like counteract our. And it's like, oh, you got my comic? I forgot. Did you
I
ever get
did. I got through the first chapter.
what
Um,
the intro or
the intro.
okay, fine.
Or no. I gotta say I'm really amazed with the artwork. It's really well drawn.
Oh,
I'm
thank you.
trying to follow the story though. The first story about the skin. The
Oh, right. Yeah, that was okay. So God according to Jewish tradition, God gives Adam a coat, a special coat, which gives him dominion over all animals, right? And that coat ends up being passed on to Noah, and it goes from Noah. No, it goes to a bunch of people. It ends up with who is it? Nimrod, right? Nimrod, who was a guy who built the Tower of Babel, and then it ended up being taken by Esau, who was Jacob's brother, Isaac's brother, Jacob's brother, one of the two.
oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So yeah, no. So the book the story you're reading is basically Nimrod telling this story of how he built the Tower of Babel to young Esau. Young Esau being played by my son at the time.
Oh, okay.
Which is so yeah. There's a particularly disturbing scene which I very much enjoyed drawing with him in it. Oh, here, let me show you something I'm doing. Not on my channel right now because I'm on my backup channel and also on Rumble. Here, let me show you this thing. This is the thing I'm most excited about right now. So this is
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Oh, yeah, great! So I'm putting one of these videos out a day. I meant to be 10 minutes. They end up being about half an hour. I apologize. I'm working from this book over here. Let me take this off.
Let's see if I could.
There you go. The
Oh,
sixth.
okay. Whoops, wrong
Oop,
one. Hold on. Let me see.
there
I'm
you
trying to
go.
figure out how do I. Oh, where the heck are you? There you are.
There you go. But it's okay. It's the six constant mitzvahs. The six constant mitzvahs are six commandments from the Old Testament, and you're supposed to do them constantly. So we talk about how that's possible, and it's basically it's a workshop to supercharge one's connection to God, right? So it's really, I mean, it's great for me giving it over because it's working for me. It's right, which is really good. So the commandments we're on commandment number 1, faith right now, faith in God. Then the next one is don't believe in other gods. Then you have Hashem is one, God is one. Oh, let me ask you a question. You would answer this. So when I was talking about this, I said I didn't know. The Holy Trinity, is that 3 disparate entities, or is that one whole that
That's
is 3 aspects?
we believe it is 3 persons in one. The Father is the Father is God, the Son is God, the Holy Spirit is God, but the Father is not the Son is not the Father, the Son is not the Holy Spirit.
Right. So the idea I got is they are 3 aspects of the same root, but they're 3 disparate aspects, but they all go back to that same.
It's kind of a complicated thing to. I mean, I had to take a whole semester on that when I was in the seminary, just
Right.
on Trinity itself. And I mean, when it comes to explaining it, you got to be careful because it's so easy to get into error when you're talking
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
absolutely. So that's what we so then the 4th one is loving God, the 5th one is fearing God, and the 6th one, tricky one, don't go after the desires of your hearts and eyes. So this is going on for there's a 49-day period from Passover to the Jewish holiday of Shavuot, which is basically the Israelites were pretty much like America right now. They were at the minus 49th level of defilement, right? They were really, really scuzzy. So on Passover, we get like a whole gloop of spiritual energy that brought us up to zero, right? So then the Passover is the Exodus. And so for the next 49 days, there's a lot of spiritual potential in this time. And if you put some effort in yourself, God triples it, right? Supercharges it, which is why I'm doing this right now. But it goes to the revelation at Mount Sinai. So, but again, that's why I always try and do something in these actually 49 days. Well, 50th day could be a review day. So I'm really enjoying doing this series right now. So that's a bit thing on.
Yeah, 3 persons, 1 God. Again, we would, in our creed, we say that God, again, it's not something that can be boiled down to one statement or anything.
I've got an explanation for you that a parable. That is a parable, an example that might work.
Parable
right?
teaching.
Fine. So let's say you get white light, right, and you pass it through a glass prism. Then the light breaks into all the different colors. So they were all there in that white light, but now the red light is separate from the blue light, from the orange light, from the all the light, because it breaks into. So that's how you have saying that's white light is everything, and then it passes through the refractor, and it's multiple things.
So this is the diagram we usually show to explain Trinity.
I don't understand. I don't understand the.
If you say that you understand it, then you're wrong, because again, it's God is of a higher nature than us. We'll never fully understand it. It's like,
I understand this diagram, right? This diagram is saying the familial relationships between the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. That isn't God, right?
But no, it's 3 unique persons. All are God, but 3 unique persons within one God. So they're all God, but it's 3 distinct persons.
Wait, can you put that out for one more second? Because there's something very. I just had a surprising revelation about this. Did you notice how much it looks like the flux capacitor? That can't be a coincidence.
Well, maybe they took it from that then. I don't know.
Could be. 1.1.
As Darren says, the explanation of God is not soundbite friendly. We'll make the 6 o'clock news. Again, I had to take a whole semester. This is like basically 3 months of classes. Whoops, wrong button. So, yeah. Oh, Nerdportfolio life form is here. Good to see you. So, yeah, there's and I still haven't learned how to pronounce her name. There's
it's like chrysanthemum, but without the
here. I will bring up this clip. Let me bring this up. I won't get copyright struck for this. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. This is from a Lutheran website, but it really is perfect. Okay, share tab audio. Here we go.
Tell us a bit more about this Trinity thing. Yeah, Patrick. But remember that we're simple people without your fancy education and books and learning, and we're hearing about all of this for the first time. So try to keep it simple. Okay, Patrick? Yeah, real simple, Patrick.
Sure, there are 3 persons of the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, yet there is only one God.
Don't get what you're saying here, Patrick. Not picking up what you're laying down here, Patrick. Could you use an analogy, Patrick?
Sure. The Trinity is like water, and how you can find water in 3 different forms: liquid and ice and vapor.
That's modalism, Patrick.
What?
Modalism, an ancient heresy confessed by teachers such as Noetus and Sibelius, which espouses that God is not three distinct persons, but that he merely reveals himself in three different forms. This heresy was clearly condemned in Canon 1 at the First Council of Constantinople in 381 AD, and those who confess it cannot rightly be considered a part of the Church Catholic. Come on, Patrick. Yeah, get it together, Patrick.
Okay, then the Trinity is like the sun in the sky, where you have the star and the light and the heat.
Oh, Patrick. Come on, Patrick. That's Arianism, Patrick.
Arianism?
Yes, Arianism, Patrick. A theology which states that Christ and the Holy Spirit are creations of the Father and not one in nature with him. Exactly like how heat and light are not the star itself, but are merely creations of the star. That's a bad analogy, Patrick. You're the worst, Patrick.
All right, sorry. The Trinity is like this three-leaf clover here.
I'm going to stop you right there, Patrick. Yeah, hold your horses, Patrick. You're about to confess partialism.
Partialism?
Yes, partialism, a heresy which asserts that the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are not distinct persons of the Godhead, but are different parts of God, each composing 1/3 of the divine.
And who confesses the heresy of partialism?
The first season of the cartoon program Voltron, where 5 robot lion cars merge together to form one giant robot samurai, obviously.
I've never heard of Voltron.
Of course you haven't. It's not going to exist for another 1,500 years now, Patrick. Yeah, get with the program, Patrick. I mean, really, Patrick. I'm going to stab you in the face, Patrick. Okay, that's probably a bit much.
All right, I'll try again. The Trinity is like how the same man can be a husband and a father and an employer.
Modalism again.
All right, then it's like the 3 layers of an apple.
Partialism revisited.
Fine. The Trinity is a mystery which cannot be comprehended by human reason, but is understood only through faith and is best confessed in the words of the Athanasian Creed, which states that we worship one God in Trinity and Trinity in unity, neither confusing the persons nor dividing the substance, that we are compelled by the Christian truth to confess that each distinct person is God and Lord, and that the deity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is one, equal in glory, co-equal in majesty.
Well, why didn't Patrick? Yeah, quit beating around the bush, Patrick. Now let's all put on some giant green foam hats, get riotously drunk, and vomit in the Chicago River to celebrate our conversion.
That was really funny. That was really
But I
funny.
mean, that's the problem in trying to explain the Trinity. It's something that just can't be summed up easily.
Wesley Curry says in Hebrew, Ani ish ha'adamah, I am a man of the earth. Okay, that's good for you.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean, Wesley. But I like curry, and I like you the second, so there you go.
I actually had curry. So one of the sisters at the retreat I was on made curry a few times.
Oh, good. Well, okay.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
I like curry. I do like curry.
Chicago River.
Make it in a multi-cooker. I've discovered, right? You just need an air fryer and a multi-cooker, and that's everything you need, right? We got a second air fryer over Passover, so it'll be kosher for Passover. These things are incredible. I can't believe how good they are. Like, you can dehydrate stuff in them. You can make, like, if you bring home pizza and you put it in the microwave, it's garbage, right? You don't want to touch it. If you put it in the air fryer, it's awesome.
I gotta play this now because it just got me thinking of it. I don't know if you've ever seen this clip. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Deep frying got me thinking of this. Let me know if you've seen this before.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this.
No, I've never seen this.
America loves to eat. So why not open up somewhere America can sit down, enjoy a meal, and get their feet rubbed? We'll fry anything you want for $5.99. As long as it's friable or edible, we're going to make it deliciable. We will fry parts of the chicken you didn't even know was friable. The beak, the feathers, we'll fry candy bars. All that European stuff that you don't really normally eat, we'll bring it down here and fry it for you. Ask McDonald's to fry something other than what they normally fry. Guess what you're going to get? Nothing. If it fit through the dough, I'll put it in the fryer. Hell, this is a dinosaur. All our meats are gently tenderized to their optimum deliciousness. We got fine dinosaur meat. Took my money, paid me pay child support. Come on down here and get you a slice. Once they get your social security number, it's over. Motivated. So friends, let's just decide you don't want no barbecue. Well, that's fine too. Why not let one of my foot specialists or myself perform our magic? Look at that. Don't they look wonderful? If you really pay me enough, we'll massage your feet in any of these sauces also. Success is the rule down here at Jones. Good ass barbecue and foot massage. So go
That
ahead
is fantastic. I love that. Oh my God, that's so funny.
New website. That's JONES big ass truck rental and storage.com/Jones. Good ass barbecue and foot massage.html.
Excuse me, did you call number 52?
Did you hear me call number 52?
What is that? Where did you find that?
I don't remember. I mean, so when I came back to the diocese, I was working on a youth retreat, and one of the kids was singing the song Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. So it just got me reminded of that.
I can't wait to show my family.
So you're going live in an hour again?
No. I decided to push. I might actually wait till Thursday. Right.
Okay.
Basically, my being off my channel has given me a lot more freedom. So I got. I can't show the thumbnail. It's a bit too suggestive. But we go over a really good review of Legend of the Cedar, which was awful, and we look at the ratings, which I think were fantastic.
I gotta say, so seeing the trailer for the final episode, looks like she's going to scream out Yaz's name as she's regenerating.
Yeah, no, I think they go. Okay, I have a few theories. Theory number one, that they kiss as she regenerates, right? Theory number two is Chris Chibnall's going to retcon his era away, and it's going to basically. You had these two characters, Belle and Vinda, and she was pregnant and been pregnant. So I think she will die, and then the timeless child will be placed at the beginning, and it'll be an ongoing loop. But I think it's going to be retconned away by Chris Chibnall himself.
So when is the final episode supposed to be on?
September, October. It's part of the. They haven't announced when. Because if they announce when, ITV won't do anything against it and beat it, right? It's the other thing. The other channel is. We still have the mentality of only having two channels in England, even though we have cable. But you have ITV and BBC. So ITV they put on Britain's Got Talent opposite, and it completely obliterated it. And the Napoleon, the Nerdporial Life says, my show that I'm covering now is Better Call Saul. I haven't watched any New Who. New Who I like up until
until the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, until Jodie Whittaker. Better Call Saul, I'm loving I've always enjoyed it. This is a good season so far. Have you tried it?
Be honest, I tried. I just have to sit down and watch it. I mean, I got through the first episode and I loved it. Right. Just so much going on. I just haven't. I watched, I think, the first few seasons of it. I never saw the whole thing through.
Right. So yeah, he only comes in as like season 2 or 3. I can't remember when.
Have said, but I did love his movie Nobody.
I thought I was somewhat disappointed in that. I was surprised I was disappointed in it. Right? It seemed like he wasn't a nobody. He was a super assassin spy. I'm like, oh, I preferred it when I thought he was a nobody. I thought that was more interesting.
So, like I was saying earlier, I'm going to go see Sonic hopefully today. In addition to Father Stu, it's Tuesdays here is $5 movie day.
No, wow, that's good. That's very good.
Take advantage of it.
Do you have a local comic book store?
We do. This so the town I'm in now is where I used to have to travel to go to the big comic book store. So now it's only a 10-minute drive versus 10 minutes versus 4 hours.
Yeah, that sounds much better. 4 hours. Oh man, no wonder you felt isolated because you were, and then you're surrounded. You're snowed in most of the time.
I don't want to say it. I mean, I loved my people that I was with. It's just
Oh, absolutely.
great
But
distance between them. I mean,
you can only do it so long, right? You can only, it's not indefinite,
well, it's mission territory.
right? And it's like it's a mission without anybody around you. It's not like you're in like a bustling mission, right? It's a
Well,
mission with no one around
as
you.
I said before, I think my introvert's been annihilated over the last few years
Why?
between the pandemic, the thing that shall not be named, and
Wait, what's the thing that shan't be named? There's so many things it could be now.
well, the virus of unknown origin.
I thought it was of known origin now. Didn't we say it came from
How?
a
I'm
lab?
just trying to use the code word like the drinker says.
Okay. But I thought they acknowledged it came
We
from.
know where it comes from. They just haven't officially said it.
They haven't really.
Well, I don't think they.
Was.
Yeah, China.
China, yes, exactly. So yeah, what one of the many incredible things I found is how people not really on the side of biblical values will just invert reality just over and over and over again. So they said there was the reason that we had an Asian themed Doctor Who special was because there was an uptick in Asian hate crimes. And they said, look, it's all because of the evil last president who called it the Chinese flu. And that's why people are... No, it was all because there was an uptick in Asian hate crimes, mainly from the constituents of that side of the aisle being rolled up that Asian people got a better deal than them. Right.
I told you on one of your streams that show was totally boring. I mean, there wasn't one thing that was interesting in the whole episode.
Yeah.
I mean, Madam Chang, I had to look up who that is. It's like,
but here's the thing: they don't explain who anybody is. I'm doing really deep dive reviews right now.
And they don't resolve anything. I mean, you don't see the crew, you don't see her children.
No, and you don't know anything about her whatsoever. She's just there to be an Asian woman. That's it. And then the son, the boy who ends up with her, he looks like he's 35. I don't understand. It was just so weird. Everything, and the Sea Devils didn't act like Sea Devils. I mean,
So was that under Petrie's era?
What,
the Sea Devils?
Yeah, you got one Pertwee story and one Peter Davison story. Peter Davison story is famous for not being awfully good, right? It's not terrible. The script's okay, but the direction and the set design is just awful. And there's a bit in it where who was it? Ingrid Pitt, who was a sexy matinee star from the 70s, was in it, and she does this like weird karate fight with a sea monster that's made a sea monster that looks like a pantomime horse. It's everything about it is really kind of
better than what I just saw.
Oh yes, I would still watch that over Legend of the Cedar, absolutely, because one's Doctor Who and one's Relentless.
Well, I don't think I talked to you since the New Year's special, have I?
The New Year's special I thought was quite good, quite frankly. I mean, for a Jodie episode, and you had really stupid things in it, like the Dalek couldn't open a door, right? It couldn't shoot a door open, right? And it wasn't like a special door. It was a piece of corrugated iron. It was like shooting and it had the special gun that went, still didn't do anything, right?
I will say the one part I did enjoy was when Jodie got exterminated over and over and over again.
Yes, they should have
I did enjoy that.
It would have been fine. But I mean, what's really fun is seeing the narrative hitting reality, which we're seeing everywhere. We're seeing like the narrative that it's popular and everybody loves it, and it's just you icky bigots that are wrong. No. In fact, here, let me. Can I pull this up? Yeah, this is I'm doing a video on tomorrow, probably. Where is it? Chrome tab. There we go. Share. So this age, is it coming up or not? Let me see. So this let me zoom up. This is pretty
Oh
bad.
dear.
This is from 2017. Sexist Doctor Who haters don't just deserve our scorn; they need it. Right? Don't ignore the haters and their male fragility. Buckle down and crush them. You're doing them a favor, right? Male fragility. Excuse me. So Doctor Who right now has got this podcast going. The story. I haven't listened to the second part, but it's super gay. It's about a bunch of trans women saving the world, right? And it's when I say trans women, they have male bits. What can I tell you? It's very, very strange.
In other words,
so there's a bit in it where one of the trans people was going, I'm going to talk to this reporter. They're like, oh, it's from that newspaper. Are they going to be okay talking to a trans woman? Here's the thing. Most people are like, well, okay, I'll talk to you. It's them who are able to deal with anybody who doesn't have the same outlook, right? They cannot deal with somebody who thinks there are two genders. They cannot deal with it whatsoever. Why? Because it's woke fragility. Woke fragility is everything. But man, I'm telling you, I think we are weeks away from a big messianic step. What that will be is I do not know. But I think in this 50-day period, something crazy. Well, already crazy things have happened. So in the start of it, Disney went down. Twitter got taken over. Netflix got their share cards kind of half. CNN. Oh no! One of the greatest things. Okay, proof that God has a wonderful sense of humor. Chris Wallace. Oh, that was
gotta say, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, storms are out of Fox News to go to CNN. And has the door slammed in his face. It's
although
wonderful.
I gotta be careful with what I say about CNN because I do know, or I've met one of the reporters from CNN. He's the brother of a former parishioner of mine, and I won't dox him.
Right.
I'll tell you offline, but
it's okay.
But we're coming up in the hour, and I got to get running because I got to go to the theater.
Me too. I think things I need to get done. This has been great.
It's good.
I'm glad we're back.
So Tuesdays are my day off. So if it works for you, I can do Tuesday mornings.
Tuesday sounds well for me. It's Tuesday evenings, but Tuesday sounds great. Let's do that.
Sounds good. Well, anything you want to plug?
Go over to my alternative channel and sub over there. And to Rumble, that'll be great. Thank you very much. Sign up to my Substack. I put it linked in everything I do. And if you want to be really super nice, sign up to my paid Substack. That I won't stop you. I won't stop you doing that at all.
And I got to answer a comment made earlier. I don't remember who made it, wondering if I was going to be bringing up the Friday afternoon stretch streams. I really don't know if I'm going to have time for that right now. Between the new assignment and possibly teaching this fall, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So, but I'm happy to be able to do this stream. It's good to see you. It's been too long.
Great to be back.
So, with that, I think we'll wrap up. Thanks everybody for joining. Rabbi's link is in the description for the video. And until next time, God bless. And we're hitting